house okay. As you can see in the last update, finished all the insulation and just pretty much in the garage, in the living space, covered it with the plastic because apparently that it needs to go to code to get a moisture barrier between the insulation and the outside. And after she finished the installation, we decided to put in our final window, which we ordered especially from Home Depot. Picked it up. It's covered right now by the moisture barrier plastic, but it's a little guy, just tiny little window.
It's the smallest window you've ever seen.
Pretty much, but it's
light. But it opens.
Yeah, a little light source for the garage, and we'll eventually have a real light in there. And then probably our biggest thing was finally getting in the door that we were talking about months ago. It's just been sitting here. It took us probably 2 hours to get the door frame into the 2x4 framing wall because our framing wall was using old lumber and it wasn't exactly the straightest 2x4s. So the door kept hitting the frame. It wouldn't close properly, but nailed it in.
Have to pay very close attention to details in doing this. So we had, any little crack we're trying to insulate. So I spent about 2 hours yesterday, this morning, filling like every single possible crack with window and door insulation. Trying to do a really good job to have no open spaces.
And our last little thing was adding a
reducer.
A reducer from our hardwood floor.
Yeah, we just made this out of nowhere, which is pretty impressive.
Into our garage, and we're not finished with it yet. We're gonna close this gap, and I have to put on some nice
lacquer finish.
Lacquer to make it look nice, but yeah, so we get a nice little ramp going from the living space to the garage. And then I guess the only other thing is we insulated the wheel wells too.
Yeah, let's bring you back in the living space. That's what all these cinder blocks are for, but you can get a better sense over here.
Got the wheel wells, put in some pink foam.
Yeah,
the blocks
specially cut to size.
Are using liquid nails on the metal with the insulating foam, and then the blocks are holding it there while it dries.
And
so that's pretty much
with our attention to detail with insulation, there are definitely some cracks here, so we'll probably get after this with some spray foam once it dries and shave it down and make sure we have everything super sealed.